Good morning, students of ninth standard. Again, today we are with the subject defense studies, and we have already learned about the first lesson, that is national security. And today we are going to learn the second chapter, which discusses about the national security, but in external. Okay, there is something called internal and there is something called external. So here we are going to learn about the external factors of national security. Look at the map. Second chapter, challenges to national security, that is external, from outside. Look at the map of India carefully. Who are India's neighbors? It is important to consider India's relations with the neighbors in terms of history and challenges. You will find Pakistan, okay, on the western side of India, and China on the north. Okay, and China on the north. India also shares a small border with Afghanistan in the north. A part of Afghanistan that touches Indian territory is called the Wakhan corridor. Okay, this is known as the Wakhan corridor of Afghanistan. Besides this, there are Nepal and Bhutan on the north, and Bangladesh and Myanmar in the east. Sri Lanka is located on the south in the Indian Ocean region. Okay, Sri Lanka is in the south in the Indian Ocean. And other neighbors of our country. Now let us see what is the external security, national security day, which we are facing. No? Okay, Pakistan. There have been many wars between India and Pakistan from 1947. India had to fight three major wars with Pakistan in 1947-48, 1965 and 1971. The first two wars were about the dispute on Kashmir, because Pakistan had claimed that Kashmir should belong to Pakistan. The 1971 war led to the creation of Bangladesh in what was earlier East Pakistan. India had also to fight Pakistan in Kargil in 1999. The wars with Pakistan so far were conventional and therefore remained limited. Wars in future could be with nuclear weapons and therefore of wider scale. Today, the nature of conflict with Pakistan is changing. There are several terrorist organizations that are given shelter in Pakistan. These groups conduct terrorist strikes in India. So, with the help of terrorists, Pakistan is attacking India, not directly. And directly, whatever they are attacked, they have been failure. China. China, which is on the north of India, is a global power. India's dispute with China is mainly about the border and about the position of Tibet. The two areas where the border dispute exists are the area of Aksai Chin and the northern border of the state of Arunachal Pradesh. The area of Arunachal Pradesh was called Northeast Frontier Agency, that is NEFA, NEFA. The area of Aksai Chin and Indian territory in Ladakh has been illegally occupied by China. The border between Arunachal Pradesh and Tibet is called McMahon Line. This line was finalized in 1914 at a conference held in Shimla in the presence of representatives of India, China and Tibet. Henry McMahon, then British official, was also instrumental in finalizing this line of international border between India and China. This border dispute was the main reason for the 1962 war between India and China. Tibet has traditionally been recognized as an autonomous region. It has its own Buddhist culture. However, since 1950, China has occupied Tibet and has tried to end traditional Buddhist culture. The Tibetan leader Dalai Lama fled to India in 1958 because of the atrocities by China on Tibetan people. Bangladesh. Before 1971, on the west side of India was West Pakistan and on the east side was East Pakistan. Thus, there were two Pakistans on both the sides of India. East Pakistan was being oppressed and was denied human rights. The people of the East Pakistan, under the leadership of Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, revolted against the oppressive military regime. They fought for their freedom from Pakistan. This caused tremendous influx of refugees in India. India's internal system was under huge pressure. Therefore, India helped the liberation movement of East Pakistan and an independent Bangladesh came into existence. India and Bangladesh have maintained good relations since 1971. One of the problems that had come up was about Farakka Barrage that was built on one of the streams of the Ganga river. Farakka barrage that was built on one of the streams of the Ganga river. This problem was resolved in 1978 when Farakka agreement was signed by the two countries. Sri Lanka. India had close friendly relations with Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka had faced internal disturbances when the Tamil minority population living in the northern region of the country wanted more autonomy. In 1987, India signed an agreement with the Sri Lanka government to help Sri Lanka to resolve the problem. India also sent a peacekeeping force to maintain security in Sri Lanka. Along with India's relations with its neighbors, we also need to consider the importance of Indian Ocean region from national security viewpoint. Marine area, Indian Ocean. India has a coastline of approximately 7,000 km. The Indian Ocean region is very crucial for world trade. The main trade route is from Suez Canal to Straits of Malacca. India occupies a prominent position on this trade route. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands also became significant here. In the past, the Dutch, French, Portuguese, and the British came to India from the sea and established their colonies. Today, countries like the US, Russia, and China are also trying to increase their influence in this area. The region is rich in terms of natural resources. Therefore, the security of Indian Ocean is a big security challenge for India. This is the Indian Ocean where you see. Okay. Indian Ocean map. Mediterranean Sea, Africa, Cape of Good Hope, Indian Ocean, Madagascar, Maldives, Gulf of Eden, Red Sea, Gulf of Iran, Arabian Sea, India, Bay of Bengal, Strait of Malacca, okay, Malaysia, Indonesia. Okay, then collect news, pictures relating to defense of India from the newspaper of India and neighboring countries and paste here. Means you have to do that project. Collect news, pictures relating to defense of India from the newspapers of India and neighboring countries and paste here. So this is your homework which you are supposed to do. So complete this work